So good morning, everyone. I want you to all give a round of applause for yourselves for being here this morning. My name is Candace Coleman.
And I'm Allie Lanyon from ABC 27, and I am so excited that we finally have 100 women reading. Show of hands, how many of you have been waiting for this day? Yes. For so long, Floyd has done such an amazing job with 500 men reading, and he's come on Daybreak time and time again to talk about the importance of men going into schools, spreading a love of reading and talking about their professions. And I always said to him, Floyd, when's it our turn? Today, it's our turn. And in true female fashion, we don't have 100 women reading. We have 216 reading today. We didn't meet our goal. We crushed our goal. We felt like we were afraid to put out a push on social media to say, come read and come do this, because we didn't have any more openings. We had people on a waiting list. And for the first time in men or women event history, we filled all the open slots.
So yes, we're going to be doing reading, but another big part of this day is going to also be career exploration. And it's so important that our middle schoolers and high schoolers, and even you can even talk about it a little bit in elementary, of the importance of career exploration. And do you have anything you want to speak on that?
I just think it's really important that girls and boys can see that women can do anything. And you know, we are a really powerful group here today that represent a lot of really amazing career paths, and I think it's going to be really neat that they're going to get a really good taste of that.
Absolutely. So as you can see, I have on a college sweatshirt. Now, you're probably wondering, oh, it's Lincoln, it's cute. There's a reason why I have this sweatshirt on. Now, normally for career exploration, most students go to college for career exploration. And I don't know about you, but that's pretty expensive to be trying to find out what you want to do, changing your major 1, 2, 3, sometimes even 4 times while you're there. So we're looking to expose the students at this level so we can save, and it's free right now, so they can save and be able to, so then that way when they get there, they'll know exactly what they, or have an idea of what they want to do.
Absolutely. My college roommate can attest to that. She graduated 2 years after me, and we started together.
Right.
All right, speaking of a powerful woman, we would like to have some opening remarks from Dr. Janet Samuels. She is the state-appointed receiver for the School District of Harrisburg.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. You are simply beautiful. It's like walking into the room and looking at this wonderful array of women. Wow. Thank you so much. You are fantastic. I'd like to start by, first of all, thanking Mr. Stokes. And let's give him a round of applause. But I'd also like to welcome you to the Harrisburg School District, but to also thank you for giving of your time and for all that you do every single day. And when we think about literacy, literacy is the most amazing and the most powerful gift that we give to our children. It is extremely credible. When we think about reading, reading is one of the most invaluable skills that impacts every single aspect of our lives. Every single aspect has something to do with reading, and that's something that we can't ignore. And so one of the other things that research tells us and that we know is that if children struggle with reading early on, there's a very strong, significant correlation between struggling as an adult. And so I just wanted to share just a couple of statistics with you. Right now, here in the U.S., there are over 32 million adults that are considered illiterate. 32 million. That's significant, and it's also quite disturbing and troubling. And when we think about typical reading materials, newspapers, other things, etc. Most reading levels, and we think about where they fall, reading materials become more difficult for students around 5th grade, and that's when, more complexity, etc. However, over 30 million adults have difficulty even comprehending at a 5th grade level, and that's something that we should all be concerned about. So when we think about the significance of today and every day, reading with young people, reading with children, making a difference, it really is what an amazing opportunity to change life chances. So what I'd like to say to you today is thank you for making a difference, and thank you for making that commitment every single day to change life's chances for children. Have a wonderful morning, and thank you on behalf of all of the children here in the Harrisburg School District. Have a wonderful morning, and thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Samuels. Now we'll have brief remarks from 2 women. The first is the Vice President of Corporate Social Responsibility for Capital Blue Cross, Susan Hubley. I'll also introduce you. This is Tina Nixon. She is the Vice President of Mission Effectiveness for Diversity and Inclusion with UPMC Pinnacle.
Thanks, Allie. So, we are so excited to be here today, co-chairing the inaugural 100 Women Reading, and happy to be able to do it with my friend Tina.
Absolutely.
This is really great because our CEO at Capital Blue Cross, Gary St. Hilaire, was the chair for many years for the 500 Men Reading, and I was really excited when Floyd asked if I would like to be involved. And of course, you know that 100 Women Reading was not going to be good enough for we women. So I laughed when we said, well, let's see if we can get 100 women. Of course, over 200. So again, I know it was already mentioned, but round of applause for all of you. So when I was a little girl, when my mom put me to bed, I would read with a flashlight under the sheets because I just absolutely love to read. And she'd come back in and say, turn off that flashlight. And I'd say, okay. And then when she closed the door, I'd get it back out again. And it just took my imagination so many places. And I really feel that that had something to do with my being a successful adult. And I think one of the most important things we can do is instill a love of reading in our children at a young age. It really will carry them throughout their lifetime. And I'm very proud that Capital Blue Cross is one of the sponsors along with UPMC Pinnacle. And we're just really happy to, we talk about, health in many different ways, but, exercise for your brain is actually reading. So, your brain needs to be healthy along with the rest of your body. So let's get out there and do some reading today. And Tina's going to talk a little bit about career exploration.
Thank you, Susan. Good morning, everyone. I am so excited. This is so awesome. Thank you. Floyd and I talked about this probably 3 or 4 years ago, and to see it come to life is so amazing. On behalf of UPMC Pinnacle, we are so proud to be a sponsor of this event. And I have to say, when it comes to career exploration and careers in general, we know in healthcare we need to create our own pipeline. And I believe if children don't see, they really don't understand what they're capable of doing. So going out and exposing children to different careers is so important as we try to create a pipeline and fill the void that's going to take place in healthcare. And they say in 2025, but it's happening now. So we really need to make sure that we are showing students that you can be anything you dream or wish you want to be, and really look at all the careers that all you wonderful women out there do day in and day out. So I'm really excited. I want to thank all my friends. I really wasn't bullying you, sending you all those messages. I was just encouraging you to participate.
We know how good Tina is at encouraging.
So, yes. So go out, make this a wonderful day, connect with each other, connect with the students, and I hope next year we can do 1,000 women reading. All right. So again, thank you all very much.
Okay, thank you, Susan and Tina. So now we are going to have the building reps from the Harrisburg School District just to stand so we can see who you are. Do we have our building reps here for the Harrisburg School District from all the schools? Please stand and give them a round of applause. Do we have our building reps from Stilton High Spire? Stilton, please stand. Premier Arts and Science Charter School building rep, please stand. Do we have a building rep here? All right. Capital Area Head Start, do we have our building rep here? Okay. Nativity School of Harrisburg, do we have the building rep here for them? LHAC, Latino Hispanic American Community Center, woo, stand on up. Okay.
All right, we do want to have a special thanks for the committee that made this possible. The co-chairs, I'm going to ask you to stand again, Susan Hubley and Tina Nixon, and the coordinator, Miss Candace Coleman.
And we're also going to do a special thank you for the members, Miss Allie Lanyon, Miss Kirsten Keys, Karen Wilbert, Una Martone, Gloria Merrick, Ruby Dow, Dr. Janet Samuels, Alyssa Skirpon, Angel Fox, Kathy Possinger, Jamar Johnson, Rhonda Lang, Madonna Owatwi, Jenny Thompson, Walleen Amy, and Mary Ann Peters.
And of course, this is only happening with the generous support of so many sponsors: ABC 27, UPMC Pinnacle, Capital Blue Cross, Pepsi, the Hershey Company, Partnership Planner, and Lynn Flux.
And we know, even though we are some amazing women and we did crush our goal, again, 216, we would like to thank, I know, now it's 1,000. We would like to thank the men who have made this all possible as well. Again, we're going to thank Mr. Jamar Johnson. He is the coordinator of the 500 men reading. Mr. Leland Nelson, who helped with the career exploration component. And last, but surely not least, Mr. Super Reader himself. I want you all to give a round of applause to Mr. Floyd Stokes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, ladies. I brought my ladies with me this morning. Let's give a hand to Madison and Livy. This is why we do it, for that next generation, right? You all knocked it out the box. Yeah. I'm so excited that you all have come out and support and volunteering and giving back. There's nothing more important than our young folks to see what success looks like so that they can know what to reach for. There are so many countless people who've made this possible. Let's give the committee a hand again, please. And so when you go out, there's something really, really important that we need you to do, and that is to capture the moment. So make sure you hand that phone to someone and have them take a picture of you in that classroom, sharing with the children, so that we can share with others the importance of giving back. And I want you to tag me and just like crash my Facebook page, okay? So please do that. And I want you all to look around. Just look around the room. Turn your head and look around. And what you see is strength in numbers. And so know that when you're in the classroom and you're sharing with that child, that you're not alone. That there are over 215 people, additional women, doing the same thing that you're doing. And that's such a beautiful thing. And so I also like to thank Camp Curtin School. Let's give them a hand for being here. They did a wonderful job prepping this place yesterday and welcoming us. Thank you all. I was going to give tips on how to read to children in a group setting. And I'll tell you a couple of things. Prepare, read that book. If you haven't done this before, they're not scary. They're not going to bite you. They might give you a bunch of hugs. They might ask you to tie their shoe or wipe their nose, but they're so beautiful, right? Even the 12th graders. Okay. And the one tip that I will give you is that when you're sharing a picture book, make sure that the children can see the pictures. And as I wrote in the program booklet, be flexible and have fun. So we're going to now have everyone get up and we're going to take a picture on the steps, okay? There are a couple of people I'd also like to thank. My longtime friend, Valerie Pritchett. Where are you, Valerie? Valerie. She was supposed to be a part of the committee. She was busy giving us the news in the evening when we met. And also Janelle Knight, where are you? Read with you all the time. Thank you. Thank you. And ABC 27, there's such a wonderful help in the community and supporters. So thank you all so much for your help in getting the word out about this event. Can we give them a hand, please? And, you know, I could go on and on. The Miss Reed, you know, we go way back, and, you know, Barbara Thompson and the AKAs and the African American Read-In, you know, so thank you all for being here. And then the last thing, after you take your picture, we're going to then go out to the lobby, and there is a bag for each woman except for the high schools. It has 3 pieces of candy in it, and this one is really, really important. When you go to that classroom, as you're visiting 3 classrooms, you're going to give a piece of chocolate or candy to the teacher and tell her thank you, or him thank you for teaching, okay? That's really, really important. And that's compliments of no other than the Hershey Company. Who else? So thank you.